Mostly all my boards lately have been 14 and a quarter inch wheelbase. I kind of found that's kind of been the sweet spot. So this is my little 3D printed jig I made. I got these little 3D printed clamps I make. I'll leave my everything set up here, and then I'll set this back in the back, and then just slide this on. It'll cooperate. That's the only thing bad about that system is if you get any little dust in here, and I just dusted up your lens, sorry. This is called SkateCAD. It's created by a guy named Bo, and he's with Open Source Skateboards. He puts it out there for free, but I became a light member where he actually goes in and makes templates for you. Change them a little here, change them a little there. We're gonna go ahead and create our own. Mostly all my boards lately have been 14 and a quarter inch wheelbase. I kind of found that's kind of been the sweet spot. That one I cut it a 14 inch, just, because. So everything is in here, you got all your parameters.
What would be like right above the 825? Is that 838?
838.
Okay, let's do an 838.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We do whatever the hell you want. Based on wheelbase, nose length, and tail length, my board is going to be 31 and a half inches. That's kind of small to me. If I change the wheelbase, it'll open up the, it'll make it bigger. What you guys have been riding is 31 and 7/8, so it's just right under 32. Okay, based on those parameters, there's the male mold, there's a female mold. Inverted mold, that's if you want to do a styrofoam piece, and they'll pour concrete into a mold and they'll make it inverted. So to me, that board looks really pointy. That's not my style. Let me grab a board for demonstration purposes. So, I don't know, I just kind of like everything pretty well rounded. Right now, it's saying that the nose is going to taper in at 7 inches, and what that means is when it starts to radius in. So typically, I like to be around 5 inches because it just gives a better rounded nose. So, I mean, the best way to tell that would be to, if I had another straight edge, but I would see, I know it's starting to come in right here. That's where it starts to move, and then you just, yep, like that. I'm digging that. Nice. 69. See what, I think it's going to be kind of shoveled. All I'm doing is setting up, I did it opposite. This would be 34.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Come on down to Florence Skate Park Saturday, June 17th for the second annual Flopa Jam. Free all day, food, drinks, music, game of bolts, back-to-back duos, giveaways, jam sessions, and more. Hosted by Sacred Skateboard's Cooler Crew, Blacklist Board Shop, and Grateful Skateshop.
Setting up, I did it opposite. This would be 34. So this is where my Z0 position is. I can go off the bed, or I can go off the surface of the material. And then the datum, which is the origin. So where do I want to start cutting? From the corner. You always want to, because the boards without a mold are not square perfectly, so I got to go by the center. I want to import that that mold because it's got to follow that mold's concave and nose and tail. So if I was using a different mold, it may cut it may crash or something, you know, because it's not exactly the same. I've been using compression bit. You got 3 different types of end mills for profiling. You've got a upcut, which will eject the chips up. You got a downcut, which will eject or push the chips down, and then you've got a compression where it's like both. Upcut will give you a better top surface, and the downcut will give you a better bottom surface, and then you get the best of both worlds with the compression bit. The feed rates, how many inches per minute, how fast it's going to go. So how many passes do I want to do this in? 5 I found it to be the best. Now if I just hit calculate, what's going to happen is, what? Dude, that ain't going to work. You have to project the toolpath on that 3D model. So that's our shape. So that's my nose, that's my tail. I'll go ahead and save that. That was 8.25 by 31.875. Call it Cool Crew. So you can come over here and see the way we designed that board was a 7-inch nose, and what I do is I take my tape measure and I'm just looking straight down and it's spot on. I want to be in the middle of the truck hole and it's exactly 7 inches. And we were just what is it, 6 5/8 tail, that's what it was, and it's just right on. I mean, it's so much more accurate. I'm able to produce a lot more accurate product with this machine. And, I mean, you're seeing it at the skate park, so it's gonna be fun. A lot more things to come.
It's gonna be bitching.
Hit that like button, subscribe, smash that like button. I'm saying it, dude. All that dust gets pulled down into the vacuum. It's a lot nicer, so much better. How much louder that router is compared to that one.
Yeah.
The only thing you get from that is the screeching or the cutting of the bit. You don't get the spindle itself is quiet. That guy, that thing is so much louder. But this is an upgrade I bought. I don't know if you remember, I had a smaller bag. Yeah. So now this is same thing. It's the same principle, but this is like a rubber material. It's a rubber. That's a canvas bag. That bag alone with the adapter kit was like $300-400. But I mean, it's like night and day, you know.
Happiness, kids.
I know.
Remember, makes your life easier.